We have expenses.
Right. And just like you have it so that what happens is that you were saying parents bring their children to your establishment there to see other youngsters working.
This is correct.
Yeah.
They will,
how do you get them to do that?
Well,
you don't give them a wing, do you?
Right. What it is the parents, because I've been, like I said, I've been in business 11 years, so the parents have watched my children grow up in business. And my children's friends grew up 14, 15, 16 years old. They have watched it, so naturally, when the parent come in by themselves, they're just amazed. And then they say all of a sudden, then you see them coming again with their son or daughter and say, see, look what these kids are doing.
Right.
And then all of a sudden the parents is like, will you please give my child a job? And I said, well, just give me a name and a number, and in time, I'll try to squeeze your child in to teach them.
I think it's a unique approach that you have there. It really is. Hands-on is pretty tough, you know what I mean? And it's tough for the youngsters out there, especially the ones that haven't decided on a career. Because, see, you need time to look around and have some experience, in something. But you may say you like it, but when you get in it, hey, I didn't know it was this hard work, you know what I mean? And you don't realize that. And what you're doing, you're exposing the youngsters to the real business world, the different things. You have your ups and downs in the business, and just like you explained, you got to have supportive things. There's certain things that you have to allow for. You have to allow for losses. But most people they don't allow for losses. All they want is the plus.
Right.
You see what I mean? But the losses are part of business.
Exactly. I train them as well.
Right.
You don't want to.
So that's basically an important element. And believe me, parents have that problem themselves.
Right.
With their youngsters,
Yes.
Getting them to realize that, hey, look, you take for granted, you have a bed to sleep in, you have the air conditioners on or the heat's on, and dinners at a certain time. But in order to do those things, there have to be some planning involved. Your parents have to plan. And see, that's what most youngsters, they think it's automatic. The lights come on, the air condition comes on, but there's planning involved in that. And in an atmosphere like that, I think it's great because they're learning a trade, plus the fact they're learning basically, what a business, how a business really operates.
That's right.
And that you have expenses. The money that comes into the cash register, you have so many places you got to put it in order to stay in business. Okay, this has been Ed Brown. We'll be back in a second. Hi, welcome back to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. I was talking to Mr. Johnson there, man, during the break, man. I thought he was going to bring some of those wings here, We're talking about the turkey wings. They said he has turkey wings. Well, welcome back. Tell me about these turkey wings, man. I thought it was chicken wings that you barbecued.
Well, what it is we have a large extended menu. We do crab cakes, we do ribs, we do turkey wings, but my specialty is buffalo wings.
Oh.
We have 21 different flavors. And well, the young Kevin over here, he had the turkey wings at my place of business. So and we just season them up, bake them in the oven, nice and tender where they fall off the bone.
Kevin, tell us about what impressed you of all those things that Mr. Johnson had, barbecue wings and all those things he just mentioned. Which one impressed you the most?
Well, well, at the NFL draft party, I had a variety of food.
You tasted everything,
right? And for a moment, I almost forgot my purpose in attending.
Attended was to cover the NFL meeting.
That's correct. and from the buffalo wings to the turkey wings, the greens, the candy yams, the cobbler, it's just fulfilling. But then when I went to his establishment a couple of weeks later, I checked out the menu, and I love turkey, and when those turkey wings connected to my taste buds.
You're right.
It was total addiction.
Right. Say, that sounds good. Okay. Tell us more about your family, you know, your sons and everything that's involved in that. Next time that we're going to have some of them, and we're going to have him bring some of them ribs, whatever, hit back here.
What I have two sons, Christopher and Richard. They've been in the restaurant business with me the whole time. I used to be the executive chef at Blackie's House of Beef.
All right.
For 5 years.
Why didn't you say that earlier? Everybody knows.
Right, Blackie's House of Beef, right.
No kidding. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you have some background in preparing food.
Oh, yes. I've been doing it for 28 years.
No
I've
kidding.
been in food service, 4-star restaurants, 3-star restaurants,
Congratulations.
country clubs, resorts. Oh, yes. So I have
and you're passing it on to the young
to
people.
my children.
Right.
And one day I was at Blackie's House of Beef, and my CEO used to come through on Sundays, and I would have to have my kids go up front just so he wouldn't see them. And then once he did his pass through, then they would come back. And one day I got on my knees and I told my children, both of them, one was 6 and the other one was about 15. I said, one day we will have our own business, and you won't have to leave like you have to do every Sunday.
Right.
And I made them a promise that that would be the case, and probably a year later, I was able to make that happen.
Congratulations.
So my kids, my youngest one, he was 7 years old. He was baking cakes and brownies and cookies, selling them.
No kidding.
At 7 years old. My oldest one, he was on the line cooking, running the business. And I just taught him, see, I didn't have a father in my life. And my mother always said, if you ever have children, it is your duty to train them, to teach them, to be with them. So I made it a point that I would have my kids in my life all the time, as I have, because to train them to be young men and to make a difference in this world. So this is what I've done. My oldest son, when he was 15, he flew to Buffalo, New York, and for Thanksgiving, and they actually had him do the Thanksgiving dinner. At 15, he fed the whole family.
At 15?
At 15 years old.
Congratulations.
So what I like to tell young people, no matter what your age is, you can be productive.
Sure.
You should be proud about what you do.
Right.
And it is a difference. Because I've had customers also come in and with a negative attitude when they see the young people working. They're like, I don't want that kid messing with my food. Why is that kid? I want a grown up. And I say, ma'am or miss, I said, well, somebody has to deal with these kids. Right. And for me, I believe exposable. And to me, it's better for you to deal with them behind this counter than to want to take your car from you in the parking lot.
In the street, yeah.
So I would rather deal with them behind the line. And so my kids inspire these other kids because they see my children, well, they're grown, they're older, 19 and 27 now. So now we have a bunch of other kids that run the show on Sundays.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
Now, where are you located? Give us those locations.
We're again. We're the Marlow Wing House is in the Giant Marlow Heights Shopping Center, 4147, 2 doors from the Giant. And then I have a location called Metro City Wings that's 4404 St. Barnabas Road.
Yeah, because see, I like to send some people over there, you know, especially some young people.
Yes.
You know, because you really, that's a very unique idea. You don't see that where businessmen are really actually out there training. And you're training them with customers, you know.
That's right.
But you had customers like Kevin there. You don't have to worry, man. Because he was licking his chops. He forgot. He forgot he was there to cover a story from Prince George's Suite. He got one of those wings and drumsticks, whatever there, and that was it. But I think you'd be commended for taking that time. And just like you say, is that this is what we all have to do. We have to pass our knowledge on to the young people. Give them opportunity, and just like you say, if you have to have them make a choice, have them make a choice on something positive. And I think that's very good. Now the other thing about this this sauce. Now you have what kind of sauce? All the sauce is the same?
We have 21 different flavors.
Right, that's what I want
21
to know.
different flavors.
No wonder Kevin was terrible. He was trying every flavor. have 21 different
Right.
flavors.
And these-
I've never heard of having that many flavors.
Well, I mean, I've been in the restaurant business a long time.
Yeah.
So I know how to create a lot of different sauces.
Mm-hmm.
And early on when I first started my business, I really only had 5 sauces.
Is that right?
And it was based
well,
off
most places, that's true.
Right.
And some of them have only 2.
2. But the community...
Hot,
Right.
you know,
Right, mild and hot.
Mild and hot. You know?
Right.
Which one you want, mild or hot? But you say you have 21 sauces.
And this came about from the community. The community came to me they had people represent the community, and they said it would be nice if you could create more sauces.
Right.
So I was kind of insulted. I'm like, well, these sauces I have are very good, but I thought about it and I said, okay, let's start creating some more sauces. So this is where we at.
What's the most famous one?
24 karat gold.
24 karat gold. That sauce, huh?
Yes, sir.
Is that hot or mild?
It's neither.
It's neither.
Neither.
It's in between.
It's a sweet. It's like it has a mustard base to it, and it's just the most popular sauce that we have. And then mild is next.
Kevin, did you try that one?
You know, Mr. Brown, I got to be honest. I didn't.
I think he did.
I don't think I did. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know which sauce it was.
That's right.
Good,
right. But the food overall was delicious.
Right, delicious. Right.
And I will continue to go back.
Yeah, I have to come over there. I have your
Please.
card and everything, and I want to bring some youngsters over there. Because I like to see, you know, a lot of people talk about projects and different things for our kids, but here, Mr. Johnson, you're assuring the people basically what you have to do. There's nothing wrong with that, and I hope that you continue the job that you're doing with your organization, showing the young people they have to get involved in businesses themselves. And maybe it's the first one, and you're teaching fundamentals,
Yes.
you know, how to run it, the finance, and basically what it takes to do things like that. You persevere, and they have to do the same thing. So once again, I want to thank you and Kevin. And you had to watch Kevin. You come over, you get another sauce. You have Kevin over. You're official taster, is that right, Kevin? Well, I'll tell you, this has been great. This is very unique. And as far as your organization is concerned, you need to tell the evolutionary elders about that. They work with youngsters, and also I think the Patriots in Seat Pleasant, they got youngsters. They have programs there, and just so they can see the positiveness that you're spreading around. Once again, this has been Ed Brown. See you next time.